Hello everyone, Dr. Perryman here, welcoming you to Unit 3, Week 3. We're going to look at Chapters 6, 7, and 8, and I'm going to give you a quick overview of those to kick off your week. So, let's get started. Chapter 6, Creating Value Through Diversification. Whereas business level strategy that we covered in Chapter 5 deals with the question of how to compete in a given industry, corporate level strategy addresses two related issues. These are 1, what should we do, what should we compete in, and 2, how can these businesses be managed in a way to create synergy? That is, more value by working together than if we were freestanding units. The chapter is divided into 6 sections. Number 1, we begin with posing the question, why do some corporate level efforts fail and others succeed? We emphasize the importance of diversification activities that create shareholder value, whether through mergers and acquisitions, strategic alliances, and corporate ventures, or internal development. Number 2, we address the related diversifications can help a firm attain economies of scope through either leveraging core competencies or sharing activities such as production facilities and distribution facilities. Number 3, we discuss how firms can benefit from related diversification through greater market power. Here we address pooled negotiating power and vertical integration. The 4th section discusses how firms can benefit from unrelated diversification. There are 2 key means to this end, corporate parenting and restructuring, as well as portfolio managing. The 5th section focuses on the means that firms can use to achieve diversification. The means include mergers and acquisitions, strategic alliances, and joint ventures, and internal development. We discuss the advantages and disadvantages associated with each of these. And number 6, we close the chapter with this section on how managerial motives can erode the value creation as firms pursue diversification initiatives. These include the growth for growth's sakes, egotism, and anti-takeover tactics such as green mail and poison pills. Now, the other day you saw me drinking my Diet Dew. Well, this time I'm drinking my Diet Dew, but it's from 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven, you need to pay me for promoting your stuff. Brief side note, I went into 7-Eleven to get that drink and ran into one of my cousins who's living in Houston. Here he is 500 some odd miles away in Oklahoma City. Run into him at 7-Eleven about a block from my house. So, good to see him. Hadn't seen him in almost 20 years. All right, back to the task at hand. Chapter 7, International Strategy, Creating Value in Global Markets. The global marketplace provides many opportunities for firms to increase their revenue base and profitability. Also, in today's knowledge-based economy, there are opportunities to create advantages by leveraging firm knowledge across national boundaries. However, along with potential benefits, there are pitfalls that all firms must avoid in order to be successful. After some introductory comments on the global economy, we'll address this topic in 4 major sections. The first section, we draw on Porter's Diamond of National Advantage as a framework to explain the level of success for an industry in a given company. Second, we address some of the motivations as well as risks or pitfalls associated with international expansion, including the emerging trend towards greater offshoring and outsourcing. Third, we address how firms can obtain a competitive advantage in the global marketplace. Here we focus on 2 opposing forces that firms face when entering international markets: cost reduction and local adaptation. Depending on the intensity of these forces, the firm should select among four basic or generic strategies: international, global, multi-domestic, and transnational. And the 4th and final section of Chapter 7 addresses the 4 entry strategies that firms typically choose from when entering foreign markets. These vary along the continuum from low investment, low control, such as exporting, to high investment, high control, wholly owned subsidiaries, and greenfield ventures. All right, time to take another drink of my Diet Mountain Dew, courtesy of 7-Eleven. Well, not courtesy of 7-Eleven. I paid for it. All right, Chapter 8. Entrepreneurial Strategy and Competitive Dynamics. New technology, shifting social and demographic trends, and changes in the business environment create opportunities for entrepreneurship. New ventures which often emerge under such conditions, and small businesses, which are a major engine for growth in the U.S. economy, must rely on sound strategic principles to be successful. Effective strategies are needed to enter new markets and overcome intense competition from rivals who are threatened by new entrants. This chapter addresses how entrepreneurial firms create new value, achieve competitive advantages, and combat competitive rivalry. The chapter is divided into 3 major sections. The first section examines the role of opportunity recognition in the new value creation process. It describes characteristics of entrepreneurial opportunities and 2 phases of opportunity recognition process, those being opportunity discovery and opportunity evaluation. It also addresses the role of entrepreneurial resources and the qualities of entrepreneurial leadership that are important to success. The second section addresses entrepreneurial strategies. 3 different types of new entry strategies are discussed: pioneering, imitative, and adaptive. The section also addresses the role of blue ocean strategies in providing advantages to new entrants. Then the generic strategies and combination strategies are addressed in terms of how they apply to new ventures and entrepreneurial firms. The third section of Chapter 8 addresses competitive dynamics. The entry of competitors into a competitive arena often invokes cycles of action and responses. This section examines the factors that must be considered when considering a competitive response, the seriousness of the threat, the ability to mount competitive response, the types of strategic actions needed, the likelihood of competitive reaction, and forbearance and co-opetition as options to counter-attack. That draws to a conclusion the introduction to Unit 3, Chapters 6, 7, and 8 of Strategic Management, BSAD 440. Hope you have a great week. Let me know if you have any questions, and we'll see you in the discussion boards. Take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.